Hey everybody, I hope you are enjoying first and fourth hour. We are going to work through our notes here as we finish 3.5. So first, I would like you to solve these three problems in your notes. If you can pause the video, about 3 minutes to work on these three problems. All right, as you come back here, we have Mr. Short is 4 buttons, Mr. Tall is 6 buttons, and we got to figure out how many paper clips he is. So as we work through this, if we know he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can note that 2 buttons is 3 paper clips, or 1 button is 1.5 paper clips. So I need to multiply Mr. Tall by 1.5 paper clips, and we're going to get 9 paper clips. 8 is the wrong answer. You do not get to add 2. Wendy and Brooke run at the same speed. Wendy's running lap 7. The key word here is same speed. Brooke will be running when Wendy's on lap 9. Wendy's going from 3 to 9, so she ran 6. So we're going to add another 6. This is not a proportional situation. Brooke is on lap 13. This one is a proportion. I'm going to solve it up just because there's not too much room down here. But I've got 3 cups of water for every 4 cups of mix. And I have 23 cups of mix. There is not a nice way to solve this, so I'm just going to cross multiply. We're going to do 23 times 3 and then divide it by 4. And when I do that in my calculator, I get 17.25 cups of water. Make sure you are labeling your answer because the standard says for 3.5, students can write and reduce ratios from real-world situations. Solve proportions, write and solve proportions from real-world situations. That is the big idea of today. We're going to do this in 3 ways. We're going to use cross multiply or cross product. We are going to use a unit rate. And we can also use a scale factor. Those are the 3 ways I'm going to show you how to solve proportions. Pause the video now to make sure everybody wrote these 2 I can statements down. This is just a combination of that. So a ratio is just A to B, A colon B, but they all come into the fraction A over B. The first one goes on top. The second one goes on bottom. We need to reduce these into simplest form. Sean and Myra are selling tickets. Sean sold 36. Myra sold 44. We're going to do Sean to Myra. So it should be 36 to 44. If I reduce that, they both divide by 4. 4 times 9 and 4 times 11. The 4s will cancel, giving us 9/11ths, B. Equivalent fractions, how to tell if they are equal? You can use the cross product. Is 2 times 4 the same as 1 times 8? Yep. Is 2 times 5 the same as 1 times 10? Yep. Is 4 times 5, 20, the same as 3 times 8, 24? No. So using the cross product is the easiest way to check if 2 fractions are equal. We can also reduce them down, but that actually takes a little longer. So I would use this method. So go ahead, try this. Pause the video to see if these 2 are equivalent or not. As you come back, you'll find that 1 was and 1 was not. 3 times 10 was 30. 2 times 5 was 10. This first one is not. The second one, though, 3 times 10 is 30. 2 times 15 is 30. This is an equivalent fraction. What is the value in the proportion? Looking at this, I have 20 over 12. I'm going to reduce this fraction down, giving us a unit rate. So 20 divided by 12, both of them divide by 4. We have 4 times 20, and 4 times 5 equals 20, and 4 times 3. So if the 4's cancel, we have 5 thirds equals what over 18? Well, how do I get from thirds to 18ths? Cut each group into 6. So this is a unit rate of 5 thirds. I'm going to figure out that 3 goes into 18 nicely 6 times. So 5 times 6 is 30. Another way to do that is just that cross product. 20 times 18 divided by 12 will still get you 30. You can always use that in a pinch. Go ahead, try this one. Pause it for about a minute. If I come back and reduce this, I have 2 thirds equals to what over 42? 3 nicely goes into 42. I don't know how many times, so I'm going to take 42 divided by 3 on my calculator. It tells me 14. So this goes in 14 times. So I've got to do 2 sets 14 times. And that's going to be 28. Again, if I don't want to do that, 2 times 42 divided by 6 equals my 28. Cross multiply and divide, or get a scale factor. Pause the video here for about 1 minute. And 6/15, 2 times 3, and 5 times 3. So if we look at the fraction 6/15, the 3's will cancel. So 8 over x equals 2/5. Well, this time we're working on the top. How do we get from 2 to 8? Multiply by 4. So if I do that on the bottom, 5 times 4, the answer is 20. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do cross product. 8 times 15 divided by 6 still equals 20. In the real world, we have to write the proportion ourselves. 4 tickets, $9. Please label your proportions. 4 tickets over $9. Now, put your other information across from the right spot. It wants 14 tickets. So I know that goes on top. Cross multiply and divide because these numbers don't go together well. I grab my calculator. 14 times 9 divided by 4, 31.5. So we have 31.5. In the real world, we would say $31.50. That should be my full answer. Maria's making pancakes for the annual pancake breakfast. She needs 2 cups of batter to make 8 7-inch pancakes. We don't really care that they're 7 inches. We don't really care if they're 7-inch pancakes. Maria needs to make 1,200 pancakes. She can make 8 here. So 2 cups of batter makes 8 pancakes. 2 batter, 8 pancake. I'm going to reduce that. 1 cup of batter is going to make 4 pancakes. And then we need to get down to 1,200 times 1 divided by 4, 1,200. Cross multiply, I need 300 cups of batter. You need to have your proportions labeled so that all the batter's on top, all the pancakes are on the bottom. Our final question, if a scale drawing is 48 feet is represented 12 inches,